All right. So I'm sure if you live in Central Texas or South Texas like I do, um, you had a little bit of a rainy, cold time. Of course, I was trapped in Florida during that hurricane trying to find a flight out because I was there for business. So things are interesting the past several days. But I mean, speaking about interesting, there's some interesting news out there for the cruise industry. Things like I said, it's just keeps going up and up and up with the cruise industry. Things are just changing as quick as I can talk about them. And Cowboys game is on, but of course I'm not going to put that on here because YouTube may get a little mad. But anyhow, let's shake up that box and chat about it for a little bit. Be right back. All right, guys, we're back. Thanks for tuning in. So, my name is Art Wallace. I am with Country Mile Travel, and this is my channel, Country Mile Travels. Thanks for being here, and of course, I will be your host for the next few minutes. Anyway, we'll see we can get put out there so far. All right. I mean, first of all, like I was talking to you a little bit about Florida, got smacked. Minorly, I guess you can say. I mean, there's still a lot of property damage, but thank God not a lot of people were hurt or whatever. But I was on a business trip out there for work, and I got stuck out there. Had to find a flight back. So it got a little dicey down to the minute. I think it was as soon as the plane took off. That's when it really got bad. The plane shook on the way out, but of course that pilot was going to get us out because he didn't want to stay there either. So I was lucky to get back here to Corpus Christi, Texas, where I came here and facing gloomy weather and kind of chilly temperatures now. It's not, I would say it's downright cold yet, but we'll see what happens. Things change all the time. But cruise news. So what I thought this was pretty cool. Of course, this is indicative of the app that we're going to talk about, but also that many people downloading the app, that means that many people are sailing as well too. It's a huge landmark, but Carnival just surpassed their landmark 10 million guest downloads on the Carnival Hub app, right? That means 10 million people were sailing or planning to sail soon or whatever, but that's crazy. So that, the cruise industry is bouncing back. That makes me excited. That should get you excited as well too, to see what's coming up, right? And the MSC World Europa is now a thing, right? The MSC has their new boat out. Of course, if you know, MSC is also a shipping company. They're experts at that. They do a lot of good stuff with that. Now they turned around and they got into the cruise business, and they're already punching hard in the Mideast market. But the MSC World Europa will have a naming ceremony. Well, actually, it happened today on November 13th in Doha, Qatar. So the travel agent circles are saying, hey, MSC, they're up and coming. And I didn't blame them at first, but they're taking a punch for North America, which they say they are. They're going to do it, right? So this is something to keep an eye on. They already have several boats out now too. I need to research how many boats they have, but this is a new boat, the World Europa. There's another one already about to come out soon as well too. It's slated to come out. I forgot the name of it, but maybe some of you guys know about it. Put in the comments if you heard about it. But MSC is going to be another interesting cruise line to take a look at. Virgin Voyages. I've heard good and bad about Virgin Voyages, so I've been on one of their boats before. So if you've sailed with them, put your experience down in the comments. I'd love to hear about your experience with Virgin Voyages. I had a good time, but like I said, I've heard of other people grumbling about it, so I'd love to hear pros and cons about it as well too. But the reason why I bring them up is because 457 sailors, they broke the record with that number of sailors showing up in mermaid, merman, mer person or whatever costumes on the Virgin Voyages at the Virgin Voyages Beach Club. I forgot what ship that they sailed on, but they went to the Virgin Voyages Beach Club in Bimini on November 4th, and they broke the record by showing up 457 sailors in. They call them sailors, right? Clients, customers, whatever, right? They call them sailors, and that's cool. That's what they're doing, right? But they showed up in the mermaid costume. So they broke the record with 457 sailors doing that. So I mean, that's pretty cool. And I remember hearing about this. It was a big mermaid party. That was Virgin's thing, right? So, but that's something just kind of keep an eye out. They always have little themed parties, things like that. So you go out there and have a party with the theme. Just make sure you bring whatever costume they themed the party for at that time, right? So. November is also the Virgin Voyages Eat and Drink Month, where every sailor in every cabin will receive a $300 bar tab if you book for. I think you just have to book in November. That's the only thing. So the month is halfway over, pretty much. So get to it. Give me a call if you need to. We can get this talked about, get it put in the system. But that's a $300 bar tab, so that's pretty good. So get a hold of me. We can chat about that and see if that would be for you. So, Royal Caribbean. I love Royal Caribbean, right? I've been on a few ships over there as well too. At least we sailed on Liberty of the Seas out of Galveston, but now Liberty of the Seas has been moved to Florida, I believe Miami, and they're already doing cruises out of there. So they're already there rocking and rolling. But the Allure of the Seas is now based at Galveston. And also, I believe Grandeur of the Seas is still going in and out of there as well too. And plus, you still see some other row boats that are not stationed there come in and out of there doing periodic sailings as well too. The Norwegian Prima sailed out of Galveston. I heard some news that it was going to be stationed in Galveston, but I'm not seeing any more news pop up about that. So. If you guys have heard about that, put that in the comments as well too. But for right now, it's still sailing out of Port Miami, I believe. But they sailed out of Galveston for an inaugural sailing, I guess stateside or whatever. But they sailed out of Galveston. Kelly Clarkson did a concert. They finished their sailing, and I guess they took off from Galveston back over to Florida. So Azamara has already put out their 2024 and 2025 itineraries for the tropics and the exotics, right? And Azamara is pretty much kind of like a luxury line, right? I mean, all the major lines out there, they're great, they're fun, have a lot of activities, things like that. But if you guys just like the finer things out there, Azamara is one of them. I deal with Azamara quite a bit, so put down in the comments, email me, call me, whatever the case may be. Let's chat about it. If you want to go take a cruise on Azamara, I have one of my clients already going out to the Med on Azamara. So just keep that in mind. Something I saw on TV, right, on Smithsonian Channel of all places, was large cruise ships or cruise ships of the world or something like that. But they actually they spend time on the Azamara journey, which I'm putting some clients on right now. So I kind of told them about that show just to kind of let them see what the journey is all about. But they're doing Carnival and some other ships as well too. So if you have like Hulu or some kind of subscription service like that, go there, look up cruise ships. And I mean, if you're getting ready to sail on a boat, it's kind of cool just to see. If you've never been on, it's cool to see what's all out there on that boat, see how it operates, things like that too. So just a little tidbit of information there. So, but along with Azamara, Celebrity X has already put out their 2024 and 25 cruise season itineraries. It includes 250 destinations and 70 countries. So it's a lot, right? So, but for me, I don't plan out that far. If I'm going to go cruise, it's probably going to be within the next 3 to 4 months. I don't know, man. When I want something and it gets stuck in my head, I want to get it done as soon as I can, not plan out for 2 to 3 years out or anything like that. So, but they have 2024, 25 itineraries out. I do deal with celebrity quite a bit as well too, so we can definitely have that chat. Okay, so also just to keep in mind, cruise stocks are slightly rising back up. Right, they've been doing this up and down for a little while, but it looks like they're going on a steady climb, but it's a slow one. But so that shows that the cruise ship industry is kind of bouncing back. Some of these cruise ship companies out there are still kind of hurting for money a little bit. So it's starting to fix itself. Okay, so keep an eye on the stock market if you guys deal in that. Great, but then again, I like to kind of keep an eye on the stock market when it comes to cruises because you can see who's on the up and up, and kind of expect a little bit of the performance based off of that information on Wall Street and things of that sort. Right. Like I said, there's a lot of news out there in the cruise industry. Right. So that last little bit that I have that was really cool was Bermuda. Bermuda has now stopped all travel authorization requirements related to COVID. It was before that they were charging $40 fee. You had to fill out some paperwork and everything like that. Now they were kind of the last to really come out of the fold, I think. And a lot of cruise ships were bypassing the Bermuda area. So just because of that, I mean, it's just a pain in the butt, right? So now they've done away with it. So Bermuda trips are going to pretty much resume. In fact, I'm sure it's going to get jam-packed pretty soon. There were just a handful of cruise companies that were bypassing. There was still a whole bunch of them that were going there and doing that $40 and that payment thing and everything like that. But they've decided to do away with that. So now other cruise companies are going to start coming in. So that's good to hear, though. So, and well, I have one more. There's one last little tidbit here. So, the Carnival Celebration left Southampton, England. It's on its way to, I think, Miami. Buddy of mine's on that boat right now, having a blast. I think it would be an awesome thing to be on a brand new boat. If you've ever been on a brand new boat that's just been built, released, you get to sail on it for the first inaugural sailing, like the Prima. I had some friends that were on the Prima as well. Put it in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your experience about being on that new boat. Does it have the new boat smell? Right. I'd love to hear about that. So let me know. I want to do that sooner or later. I'm just so busy. I can never just go on these inaugural sailings. I got to grab it whenever I can and get on it and stuff. Especially as a travel agent, I try to be as experienced as I can in whatever I can. So. That involves a lot of sailings. Hopefully, sooner or later, some of these other YouTube creators out there, they're paid to sail. I'll hope to get to that point someday, but right now, good where I'm at. I live on an island, so I can't argue. And one little tidbit that's outside of the cruise industry, guys. Just want to let you know, Sandals, Iberostar, RIU, those all-inclusive resorts, right? Sandals put out they set up a new resort in Jamaica, and brand new. So if you guys want to go to Jamaica and check out that resort, let me know. We can get you booked on an all-inclusive. But Iberostar, RIU, they're well known across the Caribbean, to include the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico, Jamaica, and just some of they're all the Eastern Caribbean area right there, where they're all over there as well too. So as well as Xcaret, that's in Cozumel and I think Costa Maya maybe. But regardless, I won't blow away your time too much here, but I do have information on discounts and good deals out there. So give me a ring. Let's start that chat. Or we'll just talk about it in the comments as well below, because I'd love to put it out to everybody as well too. So whether it's cruises, all-inclusives, weddings, a Vegas trip, whatever, man, let me know. We can get you set up. All right. But and most likely I'm probably going to be there with you, because I love to travel, and My wife does as well too, so we're going to definitely be out there. You'll probably see me in the cowboy hat, right? So it's that time of year, so now I got to get out the felt cowboy hat, and I got to get the steamer out and get it all set up, and get it all nice and purty, for you know, everyday work and trips, things like that too. So it's that time of year. That's when, for me, when it starts getting cold, that's when I take out the felt hat. But another, and like I keep telling you guys, I'll tell you this over and over and over in every video and stuff, I have brochures and catalogs for cruises as well as all-inclusives. Let me know. You want me to send you some out? I'll happily mail you some stuff out too. Okay. Depending on how things go here, we're going to start making some merch, and we'll do some giveaways, things like that as well too. So let's grow this channel. Share, like, subscribe, please. Share it with everybody. We're going to put out some good information here as things progress. There's going to be a lot longer talks about all this stuff as well too. So let's get the discussion going. Let me know about the brand new ship sailings. If you guys have been on one, I'd love to hear about it. If you've anything about Virgin as well too, I had a great time on Virgin, but I'd love to hear about some of your times as well on that as well too, right? And anything else, ask a question. Let me know, and we can get it taken care of. All right. So, but the last little thing, Margaritaville at Sea. Just make sure you guys know if you're a veteran, sail for free. I mean, it's not gonna be totally free. You got to pay for port charges and all that stuff, I believe. But that's something to kind of keep in mind. As well as Norwegian, they have the military appreciation program, just started this month actually. You have to go and sign up on their website. You got to provide all the verification stuff. Make sure that you're actually a veteran, yada yada, all that good stuff, right? But it's 10% off, and it can be combined with other offers. So it's a great way to save money and go on Norwegian. Norwegian has a great boat as well too, right? The Prima is awesome. I love the look of it. It looks sleek as heck. There's a lot of stuff to do on that boat. Virgin as well. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to do on that boat. Royal Caribbean. I seem to be lucky at winning on bingo at Caribbean. On the Royal Caribbean. Did it on Liberty. But we'll see. We're going to go on the Allure pretty soon, hopefully. And maybe I'll win a bingo on there too. But regardless, those drink packages, all that stuff, some of these cruise agencies include free alcohol as well. We'll just say free drinks, right? It doesn't have to be alcohol, but just free drinks. So keep that in mind. But one more thing, this hat. I know someone's going to ask about it. So it doesn't say Miller High Life. It says Port A Low Life. So if you've ever been to Port Aransas, I live on Padre Island. So Port Aransas is right down the road. I love this hat. So I know I'll get some questions about it. Does that say Miller High Life? You can't have that on YouTube, right? It says Port A Low Life. So it's okay. I know the owner of the company. But anyhow, put in the comments. You want one of these hats? Maybe we can do a raffle for one of these hats as well too. So, but love talking to you guys. Love you guys. Thank you for your support so much. Let's grow this channel. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you want to hear. Let me know what you want to see. Also, let me know in the comments about some of the subjects that we talked about. And let's get that discussion going, okay? Thank you so much, guys. Once again, my company is Country Mile Travel. This is the Country Mile Travels YouTube channel. Not going anywhere. It's growing. And the last little bit I'll leave you with is don't just travel, go the country mile. All right? Y'all take care. Take care of each other. We'll see you next time. Thank you.